Doubles, can you see me? Uh-huh. All right, let me know. I'm waiting for you, Doubles. I'm waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you. Two, 1, 2. Doubles. Double trouble. Are we live?
We're live.
Yo, what's up? It's Coach Nick. Money in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of Power Play. If you're new to the show, let me break it down to you. We do a little combination of decompressing from the early morning trading by playing some Fortnite to get our heads clear and get some dubs with the indelible tribe. That's you. And we also get ourselves ready for Power Hour, which happens at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where volume generally comes back in. So what we do is we take a look at the market-moving stocks just before Power Hour and check them out and see which ones look schmexy, which ones have potential, and which ones we might want to trade. And that's the Power Play portion of the show. That's the power, baby. Power Hour. Get it? Power Hour. So if you're not following us on YouTube, go ahead and follow us on YouTube at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. And of course, you can also follow us on x.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. And of course, we're also on Twitch at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money, baby. And what else? We're also on TikTok at DBL Nicks. DBL and ICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And of course, if you want to join the Discord and gain access to the scanners, the search features, a great community, educational information, and much, much more. And of course, the early watch list doubles, the early watch list, bro. Bro! It comes out at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next day, and it always has fire on it. Like, for example, we called AFJK last night at 6:30 p.m., and it went up, I don't know, over 300%. I don't know. More than that. I don't know. Well, yeah, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that, doubles, like that. You know what I mean? Like that. So go ahead, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment, and go ahead and join the Discord on a trial for a 4-day trial, $9.99. Let's get a share party going on. We're going to take a look at the stonks first. We're breaking it up a little bit. We're going to take a look at the stonks first and then jump in, doubles, jump in to jump into some Fortnite and get a dub for the community. Yeah. Woo. Ooh. Ooh. All right, I'm here with my cohort, the one, the only, DBL Nicks in the house, a.k.a. the Rainmaker, baby. And he's the star of the morning show on YouTube at Coach Nick Money at 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. It's Microcap Mornings, baby. Microcap Mornings, where he and the Serengeti specialist, the one and only DBL Moms, are out in the Serengeti with the heat. And it doesn't matter. They're still looking for the parabolic plays. 8:20 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, all the way into regular hours. So go ahead and set those notifications at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. Woo. All right. So that's the story with that. Let's take a look at AFJK. Ran very parabolic, up over 300% right now. Right? Yeah, right now. Woo! But it has formed a double top, ladies and gentlemen, which is a bear pattern. We don't like double tops, doubles, do we?
Yes, we like the double bottoms.
We like the double bottoms. Bottoms, and bottom tails green. So this is a bear pattern. It still looks bullish in the sense that the 9 EMA is above the VWAP, but you can see that the 9 EMA is starting to pull downward. Let's get a share party going on so that we can get more folks in here as we talk about this. So the 9 EMA is certainly still quite extended. You see how tight it is down here as the price action starts to move up, but as it starts to move up too much, the 9 EMA moves further and further away from the VWAP. The VWAP does not keep in line with it. So we're seeing that the 9 EMA is pulling downward. Bottom line is I want to make sure that the VWAP, the price action stays above the VWAP. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Let's go ahead and put a green line right where the VWAP is, roughly at around 30 some odd dollars, $30.30 right now. The 9 EMA is pulling towards it. If it can hold above that, that would be great. RSI is showing us that the buyers are losing interest and the movement is starting to push downward to center line, and it could potentially dip even further down to being oversold. We can see that volume is dropping. And again, now the stock is quite pricey, even at $30. It was originally well over $40. And we still have a good solid hour and 24 minutes before power hour comes in and volume actually starts coming in. Yeah. So that's the story. That's the story. Yay. Doubles. That's what's going on. So it could potentially have a little flusheroo happening over here because of this double top. Hopefully it won't flush too much, right? But it is pulling downward. It hasn't fully flushed yet, but I mean, these are quite a few 5-minute candles. So for the past 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes, the price action has been pulling back on Amil Health Technology, which is currently the leading gainer, and it's moved on quite low volume if you think about it. The float's 3 million, so it's a low float stock. You could see it on the custom scanners from the Discord that we're sharing with you, okay? But the volume is only 5 million, and as a rule of thumb during regular hours, I want to see at least 4 to 6 times the float. That's the rotation float ratio that I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing that. So that's kind of a little bit of a sticking point. But keep in mind, even with the slow volume, AFJK did in fact continue to move upward. AFJK did in fact continue to move upward. Let's take a look at if there's any news on AFJK. Let's take a look at it. Let's see. Is there any news that caused it to run? Because it certainly didn't get the volume to push it along. Let's see. Halt. It's just a bunch of halts. Go down. Extended what? Extended business combination. They extended a business business combination deadline. That's again. So that was the catalyst from yesterday, and I guess that was enough to keep the price action pushing forward. So right now, what we really need to see is, will it hold above the VWAP? Quite frankly, it's losing a lot of volume, and a lot of the indicators are suggesting that the price action could very well dip below the VWAP. Hopefully that won't be the case. We'll keep an eye on it. It's a more expensive stock. It's a little bit too expensive at this point for me, for my blood. But let's go take a look at OCG. Up 214%. It's $8.25, 16 million float, and 31 million volume. And it's forming what appears to be a cup and potentially a handle, which would be a bull pattern. Let's put it on the 1 minute. You can see that handle is forming a little bit more clearly on the 1 minute. Let's go back to the 5 minute because it looks a little sharper. So we have a cup and handle bull pattern. The 9 EMA is extending from the VWAP, so that's always a concern. That could always convert this cup and handle pattern into a double top, a top here and a top over there, and then a rejection in the price action. So the fact that the 9 EMA is quite separated from the VWAP concerns me, because we have a significant resistance point right where I'm going to draw with my graffiti pencil right there. We got right there, a significant resistance area. So it really is going to need to get some volume to push through. Right now, it's a 16 million float stock, so it's on the heavier side, and it only has 31 million in volume. So that's one of the reasons why you see a lot of these top tails in these candles, because there's fatigue on the buyer's part and there's not enough buyers to keep pushing the price action up. So even though it looks like it's forming a cup and handle, I'm a little concerned. Separation of the VWAP versus the VWAP and the 9 EMA, possible double top. So it's unclear at this point. The RSI does indicate that it's bullish, but we see that there's a drop in volume. So this could potentially be a fake out. I'm concerned about that. If we were closer to power hour, it would be less of an issue for me. Let's see if there's actually any news on OCG. OCG. Let's get a share party. Let's get to 100. 200, 300. You know what it is? They don't realize that sometimes I do the stonks before I do the play. Sometimes I do the play before I do the stonks, doubles. You know what I mean? All right, what's going on over here? Anything going on with this? Let's see. Wednesday, December 3rd. Share consolidation. So they were doing a reverse split, basically. That's what it was. So there's a reverse split in the air. So I guess it must have reverse split, and now this is the ramifications of it. It's trying to break out of this cup and handle pattern. We'll keep an eye on it, I guess. OCG looks a lot healthier than AFJK. We'll come back to it, see what's going on. NCPL, let's go check it out. NCPL, let's go check it out. Why are you not loading? Come on, load up, will you? Load up, fella. Load it. There we go. All right, so this too has formed a double top. We could see that the RSI is in the oversold area. Drop in volume, understandable. We are in a lull between morning trading and power hour, but what concerns me is the steep decline of the 9 EMA below the VWAP. So the VWAP is at $1.45. Let's go ahead and create a graffiti pencil line where the VWAP is $1.45, $1.45 right there. But you can see that the 9 EMA is dipping, and the price action is actually not even above the 9 EMA. It's below the 9 EMA. So the RSI continues to move into the oversold area. There is no particular news other than earnings as far as I could tell. Let's see if there's anything on NCPL. Any news on that? Any news other than the earnings that's coming up on the 23rd? They appointed a new CEO. That was on, what day was that on?
That was today.
Was that today?
It says
Yeah. Offering to employees via event. They gave an offering to the employees. I mean, I don't know. Nothing super duper. I heard a lot of chatter on social media. A lot of folks were talking about it on social media. So there was that element to it. It is a 4 million float stock, and it did get 254 million in volume. So gotta respect that. But it has formed a double top over here, and it did sell off after the double top. So let's take a look at it and see what's going on. So here's the double top. Here's the sell off. It tries to hold VWAP and then fails. So first things first, it needs to really hold VWAP. It has to turn and hold VWAP. The RSI is selling off. We still have time. I mean, there's still an hour and 17 minutes before power hour. So what I'm going to do, doubles, is I'm going to get rid of these markers because we already know that it was a double top that caused it to sell off. And I'm going to do a Fibonacci to get some key levels of support and resistance. Why not, doubles? We got that power, right, bro?
yes.
You could do it. Why not? Why not? Why not? We got the Serengeti specialist. Why not? My friend wrote something, and I can't make out what it is. Can you see if you could get that translated? I'm not really sure what he wrote. We'll try to translate what you wrote because I don't. I think that's Arabic, and I don't understand what it says. So we'll try to translate it. See if you could translate it, so I could give my man an answer. All right. So let's see. We're gonna take a look also at. The scanner on this, so we see that it's $1.35, so it's a low price stock. Had a lot of volume. There's certainly a lot of attention on it. I've heard a lot of chatter on social media about it, so we'll keep an eye on it and see what goes on with that.
How much?
How much? What? I'm not sure what he means by how much.
I don't know.
Not sure what you mean by that. Okay. How much about what? How much what? Yeah. Maybe he'll give me. He'll put some more information in there so we can answer his question. Okay, VOR. Let's take a look at VOR. It's a $12.33 stock. This is an 18 million float stock, so it's got a bigger float, if you will. Okay, a bigger float. It broke VWAP. That's good. RSI is bullish, but certainly in the overbought area. The last two candles are red. I guess what we could do is do a Fibonacci retracement on it. I don't like the fact that it only has 35 million in float. I'm sorry, in volume, and it has an 18 million float. But The shares are trading higher after JP Morgan initiated coverage on the stock with an overweight rating and announced a $43 price target. Now, price targets are not usually terrific catalysts in my mind. So, okay, so what? So what? You got a price target. So what? But the price action's moving. It's up 47% on relatively low volume. Let's go ahead and get a Fibonacci retracement and create some key levels of support and resistance for this particular ticker, VOR. And we're going to go and put it right over here. You can see that the price action is holding support right at where the 9 EMA and the Fibonacci retracement's at, which is roughly at around $12 more or less. It seems to be holding. You'll have resistance at the $13 mark, probably at the $12.50 mark as well. And then, of course, 13.50, 14, etc. So we'll see what happens with VOR, currently up 47%. It needs more volume, I tell you, more volume. Let's go take a look at DBI. Let's check it out. Let's get a share party. Let's get to 200, baby. Let's get to 200. It's trending up nicely. It is trending up nicely. They had a conference, okay? Trading higher after the company announced better than expected Q3 earnings. So the Q3 earnings were better than expected, but it's a 14 million float stock with only 8 million shares actually exchanging hands. So if volume can come in, this can become schmexy. But right now it's trending up, so that's not bad. The fact that it's trending up is not a bad thing, Doubles, But it needs more volume. More volume. More volume. It is forming what appears to be a flat top pennant breakout potential. And if it can break this pennant, maybe we'll see some further activity moving on up. If I tighten it up a little bit, you could see it a little bit more clearly. The RSI is trying to move towards overbought, which would be a signal of bullishness. We'll see what happens with it. It is clearly stacked in a way where the 9 EMA is above the VWAP. We like that, but there's a degree of separation between the two. Hopefully, VWAP will start to drift further up with the 9 EMA, and we'll see a break of this flat top breakout. Again, time is on our side as we approach power hour, but we still have a solid hour and 13 minutes. Let's get a share party going on. X-Core. Doubles X-Core. Let's check that one out. All right, so this is not particularly schmexy. It ran parabolic yesterday, had some movement today, but you could see that it has sold off considerably. RSI is neutral. Volume is low. Obviously, we're waiting for power hour to come back and bring volume to the overall market. Hopefully, that'll give a positive signal. We can see that there's not a lot of volume on the individual candles as we look at the most recent candles, and we can see that the 9 EMA is below the VWAP. Let's give it a Fibonacci retracement, but it needs volume. It needs to break VWAP. It needs volume love. It needs some vitamin V, baby. Volume. Let's go take a look at CYPH. I know that's a new ticker. I can't remember what the stock was called before. It was CYPH. It was something else. I know that they changed the ticker maybe about a month ago, and I just see too many tickers, so it's hard for me to tell what the stock was called beforehand. But anyway, it's up 40%. It is a 44 million float stock, so it's very, very heavy, very heavy float, okay? 44 million and only moving on an 18 million volume. It is trending upward, but with such low volume, it is susceptible to flushing, and we can see that the 9 EMA is quite extended from the VWAP. So, we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it, but I don't know. Like that, Doubles, like that. You know what I mean? Like that. So here we go. Here's the breakout that we were hoping for on OCG. We were hoping for a breakout. We got the breakout on OCG. That's good. And it is now up 231%. 231%. Doubles. Doubles. All right, we're going to go and get ourselves into another match and try to get a dub for the community. Let's get a share party. We've got over 200 folks. Let's get 300. Let's get some questions in the chat. If you have any questions, put them in there. If you want us to chart any particular stocks, put it in there. Why not? All right, let's get it on. Let's get it on. We're going to keep an eye on OCG, see what happens with it. It broke this resistance area right over here, so let's get rid of that resistance line right there. Let's get rid of it, and let's give it a Fibonacci retracement doubles. Why not? Why not? Why not? Right? Why not? Let's give it a Fibonacci, baby. All right, so it's got resistance right at that $8.70 mark. If it breaks that, we would have resistance at around this figure right here, 970-ish, and then $10.25, and then, of course, all the way up from there. So let's see what happens with it. We're going into another Fortnite game for you. This is actually the first Fortnite game, right?
Yes.
First Fortnite game on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doubles. All right. So that's the story. That's what's going on. OCG 229%. AFJK double topped 314%. NCPL coming down 83%. VOR 42%. CYPH 41%. Doubles, do me a favor. Go and do a search on CYPH and tell me what their previous ticker was, because I'm pretty sure that it won't show over there. You're going to have to go and run a search on it. Just ask what was the previous ticker for CYPH. You know, it was a particular ticker that I was familiar with, but I see so many tickers, sometimes I just forget. Doubles. Oh, look, doubles, we're surfing. We're surfing, doubles, we're surfing. We're gonna surf. We're gonna do a little surfy, baby. What was it? What was it, doubles? What was it? It was definitely a different ticker. I'm almost certain of it. Maybe you changed the wording of the search, doubles. Doubles. Come on, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, we're going to get a dub for the community. Let's get to 300. We're almost there. 300 and then 400. Get a dub for the Indelible Tribe. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Enemy. Come on, fella. Come on, fella. Where you at, bro? Yeah? Okay. We're not going to let you come up here, bro. Oh, no. It's not? Okay, don't worry about it. No biggie. A lot busier than I thought it was going to be up here, bro. Yeah, okay. Alright, bro. You messed up my juicy juice, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? Oh, come on, man. Get out of here, bro. Get out of my lobby, bro. Get out of my lobby, bro. Just get out. Get out. Stay out. Stay out. Get out, bro. Right, doubles? What do you think, bro? Should they get out of my lobby, bro? Should they get out of my lobby? They should, right? Get out of my lobby, fellas. What are you doing, you bums? You bums, you? You want me to crack-a-lack you? I will. I crack-a-lack them, doubles. What do you think, bro? Oh, my, doubles. Oh, my. Oh, my. Goodness gracious. Oh, my. Ooh, ooh. Is the slurp truck over there? Ooh-wee. I want that slurp truck, bro. Oh, they're fighting over there, bro. Look. They're fighting in the water. Look at here. That fella's in the water, poor fella. Oh, well. my, doubles. Oh, they took my favorite. Oh my. Okay. Okay. They took my favorite. They took my favorite. No. No. Okay. Wait a minute. Is there? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Who would have thunk it, doubles? Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Doubles. Double trouble. Double X, baby. Double X, baby. Wow. Ooh, look, there's stuff over here, bro. Like I should take it now. I should. Oh! Enemy! Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Don't you know I'm trying to get my loot, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? Why are you messing with the coach, fella? You mess with the bull, you get the horns, baby. Come on now. Oh my, doubles. Oh my. I say we should get out of here, bro. Yeah, okay, bro. Whatever. I'm not fighting you in Storm, bro. Not doing it. Not what I do, bro. It's not what I do, bro. Right, doubles? I need a jetpack, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Bro. Woo! I don't know, doubles. Oh, that's not what I needed. I didn't need that, bro. I didn't need that, bro. Let's get out of here, bro. Let's get out of here. Let's get a share party. Let's get a share party. Let's get it shared up. Let's go to we're at 317. Let's go to 400, 500. All right, doubles. I don't know. You're doing all right, bro. We're all right, doubles. We're all right, Spider. We're all right, Spider. Yeah. What happened? Oh, tell him I said, what up, dog? Jamie. What's up? What's up? I need a jetpack, bro. I need a jetpack, doubles. Haven't seen one in eons, bro. What the heck? What happened to the jetpack situation? Anybody? Somebody got a jetpack for the coach? Anybody? Doubles, anybody? I tell you what, zone has not been friendly, bro. I don't know. We're trying to get in over here, doubles. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Enemy over here, bro. Alright. He ran away. I ain't got no ammo to mess with. You know, doubles. I need a jetpack, bro. I need a jetpack, fella. Where's the jetpack at? Where's my jetpack at, doubles? Oh my. My goodness gracious, doubles. I don't even know this map, bro. I'm just like trying to figure it out. Let's get to 400, folks. OCG 212%. DBI 41%. What's going on over here? There's some shooting over here. What's going on, doubles? Somebody shooting at me, bro. I don't know, doubles. I'm trying to move over here. I'm gonna move in, bro. Got a jetpack right there, bro? Is that a jetpack? That's a jetpack, doubles. I finally got one, bro. Doubles. I finally got myself a jetpack. And I think I'm gonna use it, bro. Oh my, doubles. Yummy. Why not, bro? Why not? Why not? Why not, doubles? Why not? Oh, somebody shooting at me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Doubles. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. Oh migration. Oh migration. They're shooting at the coach. I don't understand it, none. I don't get it. They're gonna make me angry, son. Let's get a share party. Let's share it up. AFJK moving up 326%. Oh my. Let's get that little fella right there. Why not? Why not? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. How about this thing? Why not? Why not? What is it? What is it? Search or break buried treasure. Where? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's too far. All right. Let's get a share party going on. AFJK 362%. Moving. Let's go put it on the screen here. It was a double top before. Let's see what's going on. AFJK. AFJK. Oh, look at that. Looky here. It actually broke the downtrend. It was a descending wedge. Well, reversal, I tell you. It was. Perhaps. Doubles, perhaps.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where is the chest? There's one here, bro. I don't know. I don't want to go over there, do I? Let's go over there. No guts, no glory, doubles. You know what I mean, bro? Let's get this. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. never know, bro. It might be useful. Look, right there, bro. It's only gonna be gold, though, you know? So I gotta get to a machine to make it Shamaxy. What is that? A tree. Alright, let's get in there. Let's get into zone. Let's get into zone, baby. I feel like I should go over here, you know? Maybe right here. Somebody's here. Doubles. Perhaps. Any enemies nearby? Doubles. How many people are there left? 4? 4 people left. There's one underneath me. Right? There's one underneath me. So I know where the other fella is. Oh, is there somebody shooting at my build? Oh, there's. Oh, look at that, dude. What is that? Is that like a crown or one of those special forces things there? It's one of those medallions, right?
Medallions that turn you into another character.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get that share party. We're almost at 400. Let's share it up.
Oh, we are past
Somebody.
400.
Oh, we are? Okay. My screen is telling me something different. Okay, let's get a share party. Let's get the 500, 600, and then we'll go and take a look at some more of the stonks. What do you think, Doubles? What do you think? Oh my, Doubles. Oh my. Woo-wee! Doubles. Double trouble. Okay. 4 people left. Come on now. Come on now. Alright, I'm in pretty decent shape, bro. I got decent mats. You know what I'm saying, Doubles? There is somebody holding a freaking medallion. Let me see if that fella's moving. That would suck, because that means they're going to have extra shield. We got 425 folks in here. NCPL moving up 95%. This guy's up there. Where'd he go? Yeah, he just jettisoned himself. Ooh, look at this. All right, I see somebody there. What is it, a 1v1 doubles? I don't see this fella. I don't know where he's at.
Wait him out.
I wonder if it's the guy that fell off over the water. If he had like one of those reboot things, you know? Let's pop this thing right here. Right there. I saw him. Bada bingo! Yeah, I'll dance for you, baby. Show you some love. I'll laugh at you instead. Never mind. That was easy. That was easy. That was easy. Gotta get the victory royale for my indelible tribe. Gots to, dedicated to all of y'all. All y'all. Let's get that shit party. Let's get the 500. And now we'll take a look at some stonks, doubles. Let's take a look at some stonks, baby. Let's go. Doubles. I'm just saying. I don't want to say nothing, but I made that look easy. I don't want to say nothing. I'm not trying to brag or nothing.
But you made it look easy.
I made it look easy. I'm just saying. All right, let's take a look at OCG. We could see that AFJK broke out from this downtrend after forming a double top. Looks like it's in a halt. All right, it's an expensive stock right now. It's $39.35. It's up just below 400%. Notable. But let's go take a look at OCG. Not OCD. OCG doubles. Cut it out, yo. Cut it out, yo. Cut it out. So it absolutely broke out of that cup and handle pattern. It hit resistance at around $8.90, $9, pulled back down, holding support at the 9 EMA. We have a big separation at this point between the VWAP and the 9 EMA. RSI is pulling back downward, so it looks like it's extended, but it still looks pretty clean. If it can hold this